back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Fenty Beauty review and I'm going to be trying on some of the products that I bought. So let's talk about my experience first. So whoa, I'm my voice. So let's talk about my experience first. So what I did is I bought some of the products I wanted online. So what I bought was, initially I put in the foundation, I put in the primer, the highlighter, trophy wipe, the lip gloss. I literally put a lot of stuff into my basket, and when I saw the price I was just like, okay, I'm getting a bit too excited now. All I need is the foundation and the primer. So I took everything out and then I just left the foundation and the primer in there. Obviously you don't really know what shade you are by just looking online. It was quite helpful. The website was actually quite helpful. It did show like tan shades, deep shades, and it had different faces, that different skin tones that might match you, and then you could basically go off that. But the one that I was looking for, where it actually showed like a lighter skin on the picture, but the bottle looked really dark, so I wasn't too sure. So if I'm just gonna buy it and then I'm gonna go in store and I'm just gonna swatch it, and if it is the right shade, then okay, that's good, I'm gonna go home with it. But when I ordered it and I went to go collect it, I didn't realise that you had to actually wait outside in the massive queue just to go inside the Fenty Beauty section. And when I finally got there, the Fenty Beauty employee took me in, she sat me down, and then she tried on the shade that I bought, because I said to her, I bought the shade, you know, can you try it on and see if it suits me? So she tried it on my right side of my face, and she tried on a shade darker. So the shade that I bought actually suited to my skin because it had a yellowy undertone, and the other darker one was a bit too dark. And no, actually it wasn't too dark, it just had an orangey undertone and it just looked a bit weird on my skin. So I really liked the one that I actually bought. I thought, since I'm in there and I waited 2 hours, I might as well buy a few more products. So I ended up buying the trophy wipe, the sponge, and lip gloss, and a few gifts for my family and stuff. Experience overall in Fenty Beauty was lovely. The customer service is really good. Let's go into the product review and trying on the products itself, because I am kind of excited, and it has been sitting in this bag for ages now. I'm just excited to open them up in front of you guys. So here we go. Here's a Harvey Nichols bag. It's actually really cute. I have already, by the way, prepped my face. I'm using this Korean cream and toner, and it's really good. So I will link it down below in the description bar, because I would recommend it. Because what happened is I did have some acne scars on my face, and it has lightened my acne scars, so very good. So first off, I've got the primer in my hand. It's the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. So I decided to buy the primer because I thought, if you're going to buy the foundation, you might as well try the primer with it to see how they both work. Try some of this on my face first. Oh, this looks very beautiful. I like it. Looks really nice. So it's got that nude kind of look to it. Obviously everybody's been talking about the packaging, but really it looks very nice. It's very classy. So I'm going to put a few pumps on my hand. Okay, so it comes out like a nudish colour on your hand, and just apply some of that on my face. Right, so when I was watching some reviews and some of the people putting these on, it actually came out quite white in the skin. So I was thinking, why is it coming out quite white? But on my skin, it's actually fine. It kind of disappears, so I don't see much of the whiteness on my skin, so it's just quite good. And it doesn't smell. It hasn't got no smell to it, by the way. So it's actually quite good. But it does feel really good. After applying it, my skin does feel a lot more softer, and I can see that it's filled in some of the pores on my face, so it's quite good. So the fact that it doesn't feel tacky or heavy, I really like it. I like the fact that you can't even feel anything on your face. Let's go in with the foundation now. So right, to apply the foundation, I bought the sponge. So I got the Precision Makeup Sponge to apply the foundation, because I thought, you know what, my Real Techniques one is actually dying and I do need a sponge. I decided to buy this to apply the foundation. So it comes in a box like this, and it's packaged like that. It's actually quite good. This is the sponge, so it's got a flat side here, and it's round on this side, and it's got a flat side at the top. So I'm guessing this flat side at the top is basically to blend any concealer underneath your eyes, and this is to apply your foundation. So yeah, so I'm gonna go wet this and I'm gonna be right back. So I went and damped the beauty blender. So it's actually quite small. I didn't think it would be this small. I thought it would be a bit larger than this, because I got, sorry, this is quite dirty because I used it quite a few times. I've not cleaned it, but I've got the Real Technique sponge here, and this is the Fenty Beauty one, and this is dampened. So could you see the difference? So this is, it's about the same size as the Real Techniques one, not dampened. So once I dampen it, this will get larger. So it's quite small, but it's very soft. It's really soft. So let's see how this works. Okay, so here we've got the foundation. This is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. Everyone has been raving about this foundation because it's got 40 shades and it's apparently long lasting. Here's a foundation. I got the shade 330. Again, it's in that glass bottle, just like the primer. The primer has a nude top and it looks like this, and this is the foundation. It's got the glass bottle and it's got the white top. It's actually really nice. It does feel quite luxurious, and you know, like you spent your money well on this. That's how it feels like. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a few pumps on my hand. I'm going to start off with one pump and see how much that spreads, and then basically build it up. So to shake well, so I'm going to shake well. Okay, so this is a one pump, and I'm going to be using the flat side of the sponge to apply it on my face. Okay, so this is basically with one pump. So I managed to cover some of this section of my face, but on camera it actually looks really good, but in real life it hasn't really covered some of my marks on my face. So here it's not really covered it really well, so I might have to go in and apply a bit more. Just to let you guys know, it's not really that runny, which is good, because some foundations, when you go like that, it does run down your hand. So this is quite a good consistency. So the foundation shade is actually quite good, so I did quite well with the foundation shade. So that was the second pump, and I just managed to basically do the same section on the other side of my face. So I think you do actually need 3 to 4 pumps to cover your whole face. I'm probably going to go in with 2 more pumps just to finish off my face, because like I said, here it's not really covered it quite well. So I'm going to go in and then I'm going to go back and reapply my foundation there. So this is the foundation on my face. So the coverage, I would say, is medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, because it's when I had to apply 4 pumps on my face to get this coverage, because I had a few marks on my face and I had to go over it again to cover it all up. What do I think of the foundation? So I think the foundation, it looks really good, especially on camera. So I think it will photo really well, and it's got that photo finish to it. And also I did notice it was quite hard to blend. I'm not too sure if it was because of the sponge, but because it's drying really quickly, it was quite hard to blend. The sponge basically does drink up a lot of the foundation, and it doesn't really blend the foundation quite well. Well, it's not as well as I thought it would be, especially the fact that I paid £13 for this. But my Real Technique sponge, which I spent around £5 to £6, it does blend the foundation quite well. I'm not too sure if it is a sponge or if it is the foundation. The foundation does dry really quickly on your face, so it could be that as well. So the foundation, it doesn't feel drying on my skin. It actually feels like I haven't got anything on my face, which is really good. It dried really quickly, which means it did stick to my skin, so it's not going to move around. Well, I think it's not going to move around, but it did stick to my skin really quickly, and it's got that matte finish. So as you can see on camera, it's matte, but you can see the dewiness in it too, so it's not like completely flat matte on your face, which is quite nice. I think that's why a lot of people were raving about the foundation, because it just gives it that flawless finish. So yeah, I do like the foundation is really good, and the shade that I got, 330, was actually really good. I actually really like this foundation shade. It does match my skin really well. The sponge, however, I'm not too sure about the sponge, because when I was applying the foundation, I did find it really difficult to apply it with this sponge. So what I'm going to do, next time I do apply the foundation, I am going to use another brush on my Real Technique sponge and see how it goes. I don't know what to think of this, because it was £13, and I wouldn't recommend it for £13. I would recommend a Real Technique sponge, because that's only £5 to £6, or even a beauty blender, because the beauty blender is really good. But this, nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna go in and finish my face. I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows, do my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in and apply trophy wipe on my face and see what I think of that as well. Okay, so I'm back, and this is the look that I created. So basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and try out the trophy wipe. Everyone has been raving about trophy wipe, and some people would like it and some people didn't, and let's see if I like it. It comes in a packaging like this, and I actually do really like the packaging. Packaging does look good. So for me, when you're buying these products, you do want to feel a bit more luxurious, because you know it's quite expensive. This is the highlighter. It looks like this, and it's got the shade at the back. It does feel really good, and it does feel luxurious, so it's good. And it looks like that. It does look really good. It's got FD engraved in the highlighter. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a fan brush to apply the highlighter on my face. So I have seen people dig the fingers in it, and then they're like, oh my god, this is like so much, and apply on the face. It's like, no, just try a little bit at a time and see how that goes first. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to apply some on my fan brush. I'm just going to apply it. That's actually really nice. I actually really like that. It's really nice. So I applied a little bit, and a little bit does go a long way. So just don't get too excited and apply too much, because then it just look yellow. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's too yellow for my liking. But if you're going to apply so much, of course it's going to be too yellow. So just take a little bit and apply that on the high points of your cheeks. Okay, so what I am noticing, it does have, listen, this is really, really nice, firstly. Really like it. And it does have a bit of, so you can see glitter in it. So some people like it, some people don't. And for me, I actually do like the fact that it has a bit of glitter in it. Oh my god, I really like this. I really like this. It's really good. Listen, if you're going to go in and go buy a product, I would recommend Trophy Wife, because it does live that hype. It's living it. It's really good. Like I said, a little does go a long way. So I don't know if you can see. So I applied it here on the high points of my cheeks. Applied some here as well. And it does look really, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to apply some of that on the tip of my nose. Okay. Yeah, I do really like this product. So there's another thing I was going to say is that you can also use this as an eyeshadow. So if you want to apply some of that on your eyelid, you can. It's just multi-purpose really, so you don't really need to use it as a highlighter. You can use it for other things too. Product. If you're going to go in, I would recommend buying this. This is the first thing you should grab. It does live up to the expectation. Everyone was raving about this product, and listen, I love it. It's really good. It's definitely my best purchase out of the whole bunch that I bought. So that was all of the products that I bought. I didn't buy the lip gloss for myself, because when I tried it on in store, it just didn't look good on me. I don't understand how that lip gloss is made for every skin tone, because when I applied it, I don't know if it's because I'm not a lip gloss kind of girl. I'm more of a lipstick kind of girl, so I don't like shiny lips. But it did feel a bit, how do I explain? When I applied it, it did feel a bit, it didn't feel sticky, but it did definitely felt like something was on my lips, and I don't like that. I felt like it was too greasy on my lips, and the shade wasn't my shade, definitely. So if you're on my skin tone, don't buy it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's definitely overhyped. So I've been wearing the foundation for a while now, and I have noticed it is a bit drying on the skin. So if you do have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do have combination to oily skin, it is really good. So for me, I'm combination to oily skin, and it does feel like it's holding in the oil. So I would recommend it for you guys. I've noticed when I was applying my contour and any powder products on top, it was a bit tough. So how to explain it? So when I applied my contour, I don't know if you noticed, it just basically it's gonna stick to one side of wherever you apply. It's gonna stick. It's gonna be really hard to blend. So foundation is excellent, I love it, but applying things on top of the foundation, you might find it a little bit difficult, but I love it. I love the foundation. I really like it. Not too sure about the primer because I need to give it a full day to see how it holds. So I am gonna come back and I am gonna show you at the end of the day how my foundation looked and how it wore throughout the day. Hey guys, so basically this is the foundation after 12 hours. It looks like this. So you can notice that there's a bit of greasiness going on my nose and a few lines here. But I do think this foundation is quite good because it is now to over 12 hours, and for it to start looking like this after 12 hours is quite good. So throughout the day it did stay matte and it did hold in the oiliness of my skin. So yeah, thumbs up. So number one for me is definitely the Fenty Beauty highlighter. I really like it. Yeah, definitely buy this. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Second for me is the foundation and the primer because it does look really good. So it will photo really well. So definitely give this a go. And the shade is excellent. I love it. The shade is really good. Some people say it oxidizes on your skin as well. For me, it came out exactly how it was swatching on my hand. It didn't oxidize for me. So yeah, definitely buy this foundation. Overall, what do I think of Fenty Beauty? I think that the experience in Fenty Beauty was excellent. I loved it. The employees there, they were lovely. They gave you the time that you needed. They explained the products. They didn't rush you, so I think that was perfect. And when you buy the products and you open it up, the packaging is really lovely. So I do think it did live up to the expectation. Also, the product itself, it feels good. It feels like you actually spent your money well, and the stuff that I bought today I am happy with. I am not upset with anything, so I do love that. Do love the brand. I am rooting for Rihanna and I'm excited to see what else she's gonna come up with next. So yeah, I give it a thumbs up. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. For now, thanks for watching. Take care guys. Bye.